All right, let's see. I'm going to do a little overview on my JLB Cheetah FPV truggy drone, whatever you want to call it, what I have on this thing. And what I have is I redid the video transmitters. I made a more secure antenna connection for them because they were falling off, of course. And you can really see it. Maybe I shouldn't start with the video transmitter, but let's spin it around. Oh my god. I had to make a makeshift place to work because I just moved and I lost my garage. Alright, what we have is this is an RMRC. I think it's a 800 to 400 milliwatt, 1.3 gig VTX. And I also have a Race Day Quads. I think it goes up to 1,000 milliampere or 1,000 milliwatt transmission for it. I'm not quite sure. I know it's 200. I think it's 200, 400, and 1,000. And of course, like I said, I've got a new setup with the antennas. I use this goo glue on there because it makes it really nice and strong. And I used it on these connections also because it seems the vibration is knocking the SMAs off. This is a notch filter for the 1.2, so it doesn't interfere with the 2.4 gig transmitter. Now what I've been doing is I've been encasing all these things with these little, they're slime, it's like bicycle tire patch cases. They work really good. I put everything in there. It's silicone conformal coated, and I have to attach this thing on there so it doesn't fall off. I did have multiple cameras, but I just can't seem to find a high quality video switcher. If anybody out there knows where I can obtain something like that, I mean, I'll even be glad to pay the money for it, because it's just everyone I use is Chinese and it just burns out and they're garbage. So they're junk. And so what I've done is I've made it, I don't know if you can really see it or not, but down there. The red plug is basically I can switch between frequencies quickly. 1.3 is good for long range. The 5.8 is good for just farting around. And this JST here is, one is actually like a plug to keep the dirt out. That's one of the things you got to think about with these things is a little bit of water. That's why I got these things encased, water and dust, just to, it's not going to be waterproof. It's not going to be completely dustproof, but you got to try to keep things as clean as possible. Plus, I have a little compressor laying around to blow things off. This is a Cadix Turtle V2. Same thing. The board is encased inside of the plastic. I've got to glue it down, of course. And the video is pretty good. It's not bad. It got some pretty good settings on it. Let's see. I was having trouble with the. I actually had to go to a separate battery for the video system because I'm getting white line interference, which means that something's causing noise. It's either this piece of crap, ESC that came with it. I don't think it's the motor, or it's the PDB that I have on the flight controller. Okay, and it's a Maytech F405, and I have it with the airplane firmware in it. I don't have it with the rover firmware because I can't seem to get the reversible ESC to work. So I just, I said, screw it. Just as long as it goes forward, right, left, backwards, we're good. So that's what I accomplished. And all the wires are just basically, the GPS magnetometer, and then of course the connections. I'm going to do a little bit of taping up to kind of water resistant, make it water resistant. I'm not using the OSD because of the white line interference that's coming through the board. I'm thinking that I might try to bypass and maybe just use the signal wires, but I don't know where to ground it quite yet. I don't want to smoke anything. And maybe I can get the OSD to go through by using the separate battery pack. That's a possibility. I'm running all this other stuff. All these are infrared. Has infrared headlights. You can't really see them. There they are. Infrared headlights for running at night. There's the receiver encased also, which is, you know, an old FR Sky R4, I think it is, R4 D2 or whatever, R2 D2, whatever. What else? I have a ham band to communicate. I don't have the antenna on it. The SMA is on the other side, so that I can communicate if someone tries to pick it up. I'm going to put some warning labels on it. I also have an ultrasonic dog sensor that I'm going to put on it, because dogs are going to love to chase this thing, because I'm going to try to put a stuffed animal on the back just to make it cute. It'd be kind of stupid, but whatever. Let's see. I think that's about it. So it's all standard stuff, standard motor, standard ESC that came with it, standard servo. You know, I'm going to burn it all out before I change it all out, digital. I don't have any spare parts for it. I'm not really going to bash it around. I just want it to kind of cruise around with my goggles and just see what kind of range I can get. You know, I have an antenna pole I'm going to stick up in my backyard and run the 1.3 gig gear, and I can hook that all to my goggles. I tried to use this Maytech thingy with my Sky Zones, and it doesn't work. So I don't know if they're pinouts. The pinouts is just the top board basically that you put in there. So what I did was I decided to. I have an old set of box goggles with an HD screen on it that I'm going to put this in, and they're down there in the bag. And that's the old what was that, Range Video guys? Yeah, but that was pretty good. It's a big screen and it's HD, and you know, it's got a pretty good pixel density. So I'm gonna give that a try, because I can't get this 1.3 to work with my Sky Zones, but you know, whatever. So just a little bit more tuning and a little bit more sealing, and then we're ready to go. You know, I'm gonna terrorize some dogs in the local dog park. But it'll be fun anyways.